Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining this EBSCO presentation for Explora for DoD MWR Libraries this Monday morning. My name is Shayna, and I am a Senior Customer Training Specialist with EBSCO. I'll be walking you through today's presentation. We do have an agenda. I'll be talking to you about the new version of the Explora interface. We'll conduct a few searches. We'll talk about the browsing options, filtering results, and some important tools, including lexile limiters and the citation tool, and of course, your full text viewing options. We're also going to take some time at the end of today's session to demonstrate the new publication finder interface, and we'll also conduct a few searches looking at the browsing and filtering options. And then I'll wrap it up with a discussion of where you can access additional help and training and support. The objectives are, by the end of the session, that you will know how to navigate Explora and utilize its key features. You'll know how to navigate Publication Finder and utilize browsing and filtering options. You'll know how to access tutorials, training, and promotional resources and get help at EBSCO Connect. Now, the Explora interface and the Publication Finder interfaces are all relatively new. They're in the new UI for EBSCO. Explora is going to be your article level search. So when you're conducting research for articles, you can utilize Explora. Explora comes in many different versions. We're going to be accessing the primary version today. Publication Finder is also a new user interface, but that's going to be your title level search. So when you're looking for particular journals or books, you can utilize Publication Finder as well. Explora will deliver those resources, but if you are looking at the article level, you want to utilize Explora's interface. When you're looking for resources at the title level, then you'll want to utilize Publication Finder. Okay, so I'm going to start with Explora. And I want to back up to the origins of the Explora interface because it's relevant to how we came to this interface. You may be accustomed to utilizing EBSCO Host or Discovery Services, but Explora was created specifically for school and public libraries based on the results of some user research studies that found that users' expectations, especially at the public and school library level, their experiences with research largely centered around Google and Wikipedia. We also found that students and novice researchers tend to struggle with starting research, that they are more visual and like to see fewer words on screen, and that their attitudes concerning research included feeling overwhelmed and frustrated. So our goal with Explora years ago was to create an interface that helps students feel confident and motivated when conducting research. So fast forward to today, years later, based on additional user research studies and our customer feedback on the old version of Explora, we redesigned the interface to provide a more modern and efficient and intuitive search experience for our users. The new design makes it easier for students and educators and patrons to quickly conduct quality, authoritative research, to find credible information, to assist with homework assignments, assisting with research products, and to support the school curriculum. So, what is Explora? It is an interface from which all of your EBSCO databases can be searched. Okay, so it is delivering the experience for users to conduct research for the different databases that you subscribe to. It offers a mobile-friendly search experience across all of your devices, and it has a simple search box that quickly delivers relevant articles and essays and videos and primary source documents to help students feel successful in their research. A feature image will be on the landing page that brings users to what we call a topic overview, containing detailed background summary information on the topic. We often update that featured image. It will rotate through a series of popular topics, and we keep that page fresh with new content. You'll also find featured content buttons that deliver relevant search results for popular research topics, and that also is regularly updated throughout the year. You'll find easy to browse categories organized by popular topic to give students research ideas as well. Users can simply select a topic to generate a list of relevant search results, so it is more intuitive to navigate through this interface. The first result will often be a topic overview, which contains current summary information to provide students with that great starting point for their research, to orient them to the topic that they're conducting research on. Now, Explora is equipped with several key features, some tools, including Lexile reading level indicators. And if you are educators, you are familiar with Lexile reading measures to aid the discovery of appropriate reading level content for your end users. Additional tools, features that come with Explora that further address the needs of our student population include translation. The interface can currently be translated into 5 languages, and translation is available in more than 30 languages for our HTML full text articles. Explora meets Section 508 accessibility standards. And keep in mind the entire interface with this new design is designed with accessibility in mind, with, for accessibility for design is in mind. It wasn't an afterthought. Everything that they did had accessibility in mind when redesigning this platform. Also, you'll find that our ability to create a personal account, or a student's ability to create a personal account to store their research, is COPPA compliant, and that is the Children Online Privacy Protection Act that doesn't request personal information when creating an account utilizing the Explora interface. Now, Explora is available in different versions. We have an elementary version, a middle school version, a high school version, a public library version. We're going to be talking, and we tend to call these either elementary or primary. I believe your interface, we call it a primary version. It's elementary school, featuring age appropriate categories and feature topics. The content is reading level appropriate as well. So you'll find differences between the elementary version and the other versions. Specifically, it's more stark in the fact that the content is really designed and curated for that demographic. Okay, so unless you have questions, I'm going to now switch to the live interface and we'll start to explore. So let's see if we have, let me make sure that I have my comments up in case anyone wants to enter. Actually, for some reason, I'm not able to see the comments. So let me just check.
None have come in, so I'm keeping an eye for you.
Okay,
I know
great.
It's a little hard to see when you're in presenter view.
Yes, it is. All right, so let me exit out of that and we'll pull up. Now, many of you are accessing these resources at dodmwrlibraries.org. Now, because of your secure system, I'm going to have to access these resources on the back end. So if you can bear with me, I should say, I'm going to start with Explora. So I'm going to pull up the Explora primary version first. And then I'll pull that over into my screen. So if you can just bear with me for a minute. Okay. So please let me know. I'm sharing that interface now. So please let me know if you can see that.
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. Sometimes there's a bit of a delay. I didn't want to start talking and then you can't see the Explora primary. All right, so this is the new Explora interface. If you are accustomed to Explora, you'll notice that it's a bit cleaner, more white space, fewer words on the page, but many of the elements are still there. You'll see at the very top of our page, the search box is very inviting. It asks the end user, what are you looking for? So it's a great prompt for elementary students to enter something in that search box instead of having what we're accustomed to in EBSCO host. Okay, so the search box does support your basic and advanced search queries. So you can enter your field codes if you want. If you are a more sophisticated researcher, it will support advanced search queries in that basic search field. Of course, you can always enter anything in the field, and you'll see that it's going to recommend the term based on what you enter. So as I start typing, you can see that climate change, it's suggesting terms. So this is great for end users novice users, younger users who may struggle with spelling, may not know if they don't know the specific spelling for a term, they can start entering it and then utilize the list of suggestions here. It's also good for novice researchers because it may help to refine their search prior to executing it. So maybe it was what I'm looking for, not just climate change, but climate change's effects on the environment. So it does give you the ability to select one of those from the search results, and instantly you're brought to your search results page. Okay, so that's very easy utilizing that search box. Now to get back to the landing page and clear our search, we can click the Explora logo in the upper left corner. That brings us back. And notice that as we come back to the landing page, the featured image here will rotate, okay? So we like to keep the interface fresh, and you'll see here that featured content is represented with a large hero image, is what we like to call, or a featured image. You'll see that each featured image has a colorful image as well as a link to learn more. So if you're interested in learning more about soccer, and I know that the World Cup is happening, if it hasn't already started, I've been seeing news articles. So this is going to present current timely events, current events, also curriculum specific events or content for the primary age group. So if you were to click soccer to learn more about it, that will bring you to search results. All right, so it's going to help that user navigate through the search experience. At the top of any search result, actually before I dive into the search results, let me go back and I'll show you, if you didn't see how that featured image rotates. Once I go back by clicking the Explore logo in the upper left corner, now it's rotating to another image that is relevant for the primary or elementary grades, okay? And if you haven't noticed, all of those featured images are actually depicted in the Discover Popular Topics items here. These little pills are all of the featured topics that it will rotate through. So you will rotate upon page refresh, or you can click each pill to rotate through the different topics. And you'll see that these are all relevant current events, content that is researched at the elementary level, okay? And we do often update this frequently throughout the year. Okay, so you can either click the featured image that's being displayed or utilize the Discover Popular Topics pills. Each topic brings you to search results on that topic. And at the top of the search results page will be a topic overview. Now, topic overviews provide that starting point for research and are tailored in length and depth and aligned to the reading level of the audience. In this case, it's the primary grades. Okay. We are going to go back because I want to still orient you to the landing page. So we've gone through the search box at the top, the featured image, the Discover Popular Topics. You also have the ability to explore popular topics down at the bottom of the landing page. Now, our product management team curates the list of topics featured on this homepage, and the topics vary, as I had said, by versions of Explora, and they're rotated throughout the year. The Explore Topics section down here categorizes our full collection of topic overviews, and they are organized in these main tiles of information: animals, arts and music, biographies, geography, language arts, math, science and health, and social studies. And these are subjects that are often studied at the primary level. Okay. Another update to this interface is that it was designed with accessibility in mind. So you'll notice as I place my cursor over each of these topics, the image will present itself. It's shaded until you place your cursor over it for reading visibility. So for anyone who needs that, we have the shading. So that's just one example of accessibility. Okay, so clicking any one of these, and I'll go ahead and click geography, it will take you to a topic page with an A to Z listing of all topics within geography. And you can see as we scroll down, all of those topics, the A to Z listing is represented here. You can take a look at each of these topics in the tile format. There's an icon in the upper right corner, or you can take a look at the A to Z listing in a list view. Okay, so those are your options to toggle. And once again, you'll see the shading with each of those tile images. Okay, so selecting one of these, let's select Alaska since I have it clicked, is going to perform a search. It's going to bring you to search results. Okay, so here we're taking a look at 983 search results on Alaska. At the top of our search results will be that topic overview, the summary of the topic you've selected. It will say topic overview. It's outlined in a box and it has this light bulb icon. So it indicates that it is a topic overview for your search topic, Alaska in this case. And these approximate encyclopedia entries. So it's a great summary article. If you click the read more link, that will take you to the article about Alaska. You can see that this is from Salem Press Primary Encyclopedia, and you can read through. There will be additional hyperlinks for related topics that you can select to discover more about these related topics. Okay, at the end, you'll see your bibliography. Okay, so this really supports the user's understanding of the topic prior to diving into the search results for the article level search results, the primary source documents, the magazine articles, the journal articles, the ebooks are represented below the topic overview. They will by default be sorted by relevance, but you can change that. So if you're looking for the most recently published article, then you can sort by date newest or date oldest. As you scroll down, you'll see all of those 983 search results presented. The title is listed. It's actually going to highlight your keyword search or the topic that you selected to conduct research. So that's why Alaska is highlighted for each of these search results. It also tells you the type, the source type. So this is a reference entry. As we scroll down, you should see additional, there's an opinion, there's an article. So it lets you know the type of resource you're looking for, okay? To get to the detailed record for any article, let me scroll down to an actual article as opposed to a reference. The purchase of Alaska here. You can click the View Details link to take a look at the detailed record. So we'll click View Details. And that brings you to the detailed record. So we're taking a look at the article, the publishing information, author information. Authors are hyperlinks if you want to conduct additional searches based on the author, by or about the author, rather. You can see the document type, the source, the subject terms. The Lexile range is represented here. So remember when I talked about the Lexile range, which indicates the reading complexity in this article as an 1100. If you're not sure what that means, if you click the Lexile range, it's going to pop you out in another tab to our support article on Connect, our EBSCO Connect site, about what Lexile ranges are. So it will provide you with this little chart showing you the grade band, the approximate age, the Lexile range, as well as the stretch Lexile range. So if you want to see what an 1100 is, it's going to fall within the grade band 9 to 10, Lexile range 960 through 1115. So that is at a higher reading level, reading complexity level. There may be students who are in the primary grades who are reading at that level, and so it's good to know the Lexile range for the articles as you read through them. Okay. Your ISN number, unique identifiers are also represented here. So this is the detailed record. You also have at the top of the page the ability to access the different full text viewing options. This particular article only has one, the online full text, which is HTML. You also have the ability to download the detailed record here. Let me go back to our search results. And I'm going to pause here and see before we move forward in this discussion to see if anyone has a question or a comment. Okay, So let me go back. I'm going to actually select a different topic. Remember how we arrived at our detailed record for Alaska? We selected a topic under geography. So it's going to navigate students and novice researchers in a more intuitive way than entering something in a search box and then utilizing your filter options. But if you do prefer, you have many different ways to browse. You have your search box at the top, you have your featured image, you have your discover popular topic pill items, you have your explore topics. Okay, so this time I'm going to, instead of utilizing a topic and then navigating, I'm going to utilize my search box here, and I'm going to enter a topic here. So we'll do global warming. And as I start typing, notice that it does provide me with some suggestions. I'll select a suggestion. It's going to automatically execute that search. We've got 6 search results now, and I'm actually looking for a search result with more than full text. So maybe this is not the best. So let's just do global warming. I think that should give me more results. There we go. So just global warming, 535 search results. As a novice researcher, I may want to review the topic overview to orient myself to this topic. Remember, I'll just click the read more to learn more, and this will more often than not be an encyclopedia entry. But let's go and take a look at the search results, the 535, as we scroll through. So I'm just scrolling until I see more than one access option. So right now this first article, 9 things you need to know about global warming, only has one full text viewing option. I'm going to access this article. Why is everyone worried about global warming? Notice here that there is more than one access option. So when there is more than one access option, there's a drop down. So if I click the drop down, now you can see that for this particular article, there are 2 full text viewing options. Online full text, which is HTML, and PDF. Before I dive into the full text viewing, I'll click the view details and take a look at the information here. This is a 920 Lexile range, a little bit more appropriate for my researcher. So this is something that I may recommend to the student. I'll go, now that I'm on the detailed record, go to those full text viewing options, online and PDF. Now there are benefits to both, and you should know the differences. So we're going to start with the online full text. I'll click that, and it's going to load the article, and the HTML, which is online full text, is going to strip the article of any formatting or imagery, and it's only going to present the text. Okay, so taking a look at this article published in Ask April 2008. The author is here. As we scroll down, any hyperlinks will conduct subsequent searches for related articles. The benefit for HTML within the new version of Explora currently is that you have the ability to translate the article. So in the upper right corner with the globe icon, if I click that, it does give me more than 30 languages to have this article translated into. Okay, so selecting any one of these will translate the article for you. For demonstration purposes, I'll go ahead and select one of these. I'll select Italian. And now we're seeing that this article has been translated into the Italian language quite quickly. To return back to the original language, you'll select original language. And we're back to English. Okay, so that's one of the benefits of HTML or online full text. Since we're in the upper right corner, notice in addition to having that translate feature, we have the ability to download this for offline use. So if you'd like to download this article, you can click the download button. It gives you the PDF option, HTML option, or if you want to export the metadata only, CSV. And then you'll just choose your format and click download. It will download to your desktop. I'll go ahead and click PDF. It does tell you that that is recommended for desktop download. So we'll go ahead and click download. And it has automatically downloaded as a PDF in the lower left corner of my screen. So if you need access offline, that's your option. All right, other options here. The tools are in the upper right corner of our screen. So we've talked about the download, we've talked about the translate. We do have access to the table of contents within the article. So we can see here the table of contents is within this article, the main categories or paragraphs of content. You can jump around and automatically advance to. Okay. You have the ability to save this to a folder. Notice that it does tell you to save this information long term, which is beyond this session. And when I say session, as long as you have not closed your browser, signed out or logged out or shut down, you'll be able to access this article in your temporary folder. For long-term use, you'll need to create a EBSCO account using that COPA compliant account creation method. There is also the ability to cite. So clicking the quote icon, it gives you access to the 9 different citation formats available. Choosing one will give you the citation, which you can then click copy to clipboard and then copy that to your research paper. You also have the ability to add this article to a project folder. We'll get into that in a moment, but if you have created folders to organize your research, so let's say you are conducting research for global warming for your science class, you may have a folder for your science class. You may have another folder for your language arts class. So the project folders allow you to organize the research that you conduct and save. You also have the ability to share this article with the little arrow icon. It does give you your sharing options. You do have access, if you utilize it, to Google Drive and Classroom integration, as well as OneDrive integration. You can also access the permanent link or the persistent link by clicking the paperclip icon here. That will give you the link to the persistent or permalink that you can then copy and paste and share. You can copy it to the clipboard and then share it out. You also have the ability to email this article with the email tab. It will email as a PDF or HTML when available. And all you need to do is enter the email address that you want to share the article with and click send. Okay, so those are your sharing options. And then you have the little print option in the far right corner. Okay, so we started out by talking about the HTML or online full text version, which we are viewing. The benefit here, once again, stripped of any articles or imagery or advertising in the case that you're looking at a magazine article. And it has that translate feature. Now, additional features that will be coming with the new version of Explora include the ability to have the article read aloud. That is not currently available in the new version of Explora, but it is coming soon. So soon you will also see the ability to have HTML text to speech. So if you're familiar with the older version of Explora, that is a feature that comes with HTML, and we are building that within the new version, and it should be available soon. So let's go back to the access options. Remember, I showed you the HTML. So now we're going to take a look at that same article, but in the PDF version. The PDF version is going to present the article in the way it was originally published, complete with imagery and formatting. So it's like looking at the article. Okay, we are looking at the PDF version. We can scroll on the right with the scroll bars, or we can use the arrows in the center bottom of the page to advance through the article. Okay. The benefit of this, it's like looking at the article in the way it was published. So for the novice researcher, your younger researchers, this may be more engaging to read an article with pictures. I do remember being in elementary school and just being so disappointed to have to read text that didn't have pictures. So of course, for primary schools, the PDF is going to be critical for reviewing articles that have imagery. Okay. You'll see here that translate is not available for a PDF, so that is something you should be aware of. So if you need to have the article translated in a different language, then you're not going to want to choose the PDF version. But you do have your ability to download. Another benefit with PDF is that coming soon, another feature is the ability to search within. So you would be able to search within an article. So if you're looking for a particular term or conducting research on something specific, you would be able to search or enter a keyword to search within the article. That's coming soon. But your ability to save the item, which we already have, is there. the ability to cite, add to a project folder, share, and print, similar to the PDF, the HTML version, also available in PDF. Okay, let me pause here and see if we have any questions about that. Okay, all right, so let's talk about advanced search. So let's go back to our results page. Scroll back up. We have 535 results. If I wanted to conduct an advanced search, remember I selected global warming for my basic search. In the lower portion of that, or the upper right corner of our page to the right of our keyword search box, is the ability to conduct an advanced search. So if I click advanced search, that's going to carry over my search and then provide me with a guided style search box, multiple search boxes to enter additional keywords, utilize the Boolean operators and or not, and also qualify my search by utilizing a field code. So let's say I'm looking for global warming in the title of an article. So I can utilize all of these features and then execute my search. So that's advanced search. I'm going to exit out of that. I do want to talk about your ability to filter your results once you've executed your search. So global warming is our search. We have 535 search results. A primary school student is not going to scroll through 535 search results. So let's talk to your end users about the filter options. Right below your search box, you have filters. By default, all of your content within Primary Explorer is automatically filtering by online full text. Okay, so it's only delivering full text search results when utilizing Primary Explorer. You have additional quick filters if you quickly want to limit the 535 search results by time. You can limit it to articles published within the last 12 months, 5 years, or 10 years. And if you want to quickly limit by different source types, maybe your user is only looking for magazine articles or only looking for encyclopedia entries, they can click the tick box to filter by those source types and then click apply. There are more filters. These are just your quick filters. So if you want to see the full options, you'll want to click the all filters icon. That's going to open up a panel on the right with all of your filtering options. Okay, so you have the full complement of date ranges. So in addition to the past 12 months, 5 years, and 10 years, you can enter a custom range. You have the tools to limit by lexile. So if you're assisting a user and they're conducting a research paper on global warming, you can utilize the lexile range. If it's a younger novice researcher whose reading complexity is at a lower lexile range, you can choose the lower lexile range. Here we have the lowest at 0 to 400. There are only 4 articles at that lexile range. There are 15 articles, so these are the hit counts in brackets next to each lexile range, indicating how many articles are written within the 400 to 700 lexile band. I'll go ahead and select one of these. All right. We also have our source type limiter. So clicking source types, it allows us to deliver only magazine articles, only encyclopedia entries, only reviews. Okay. And this is all a function of what is in our search results. So out of the 535 search results, if there were no encyclopedia entries, then this would not be an option within our source type filter. We also have the content provider. If you're interested specifically in articles from Funk and Wagnall's New World Encyclopedia, you can select that. There are 53 entries here. Okay, so these are all of your filters. I'm going to go ahead and apply the 2 that we've selected, the lexile range, and actually full text was automatically selected, so we'll keep that there. We'll click apply. And that's going to bring us from 535 search results down to 15, a much more manageable set of resources for your novice researcher. Okay, so those are your filtering options. The topic overview will always be at the top when available. We have thousands of topic overviews for most content on the platform. So beyond that, so your novice researcher can review the topic global warming, click read more, access that encyclopedia entry, okay, orient themselves to the topic, return back to their search results, and then scan through each. Maybe I'm not interested in a short story. If I am, I can click View Details to learn more about that before accessing the full text. Maybe I am looking for an article. I can click the View Details or click my Access options right from our search results. I can start saving articles. So if I am interested in this, maybe I am only interested in articles, I'll go ahead and click the Save option. I can also access the citation, project folder, sharing options, and downloads right within the search results, okay? And we actually took a look at this one, What's Up with Global Warming. I know that I like that one, so I'll go ahead and click Save. All right, so notice every time I click Save, it's going to prompt me to say if you want to save your items long term, you'll need to create a EBSCO account, okay, to keep your items forever. And I'll talk to you about the EBSCO account now. I'm not going to log in, but I will say to create a EBSCO account as an end user, which is COPA compliant, so it's not going to ask your primary students for personal information, you would click this little avatar here to sign in. All right, so clicking that brings you to this welcome message, hello researcher, and then it will tell you the benefits of creating a EBSCO account. It allows you to create project folders, download ebooks, save your research, and sync to the mobile app. So if you utilize EBSCO's mobile app, anything you save to your EBSCO account will be accessible on your mobile app and vice versa. You'll click create an account to create a COPA compliant account, or you'll sign in if you're an existing EBSCO account holder. Now, what you do here once you sign in is a function. All the tools that are available in my account are actually visible here. Okay, I haven't logged in, but I can take a look at the overview of the dashboard. So this is your personal account, your dashboard. I'll click the overview because it does provide the structure of your EBSCO account dashboard. And this is what it would look like. It would say, you know, welcome Shayna if you did log in, and then it gives you the ability to view your project folders. So if you had created that science folder or that language arts folder, you would see those folders presented here. If you don't have any projects folders created, then you would click new project to create one. I'm not going to click that because it's going to prompt me, of course, to sign in. Because I haven't logged out, I can currently view those saved resources temporarily, right? So we have that article, What's Up with Global Warming? Okay, we have 4. It's only going to present 2 here. If I want to see all of those saved items, I can click See All. We also have access to the searches we've conducted within this session. So we have 9 searches. If I want to see all, once again, I can click the See All and go back to the climate change search and the Alaska search that we conducted prior. We also can take a look at any articles we've viewed within our session. We took a look at the global warming article and the Why is Everyone Worried article, and we can access those again. So these are all the sections of your dashboard, okay? So you've got your overview, you've got your projects, you've got your saved resources, your searches, and the articles that you viewed, okay? The only difference is once you sign in by clicking that icon in the upper right corner, this information will be accessible forever. As long as your institution has subscriptions to EBSCO resources, your users will enjoy unlimited access to their EBSCO accounts. Okay? Any questions here? If not, I'm going to switch gears out of Explora and into the publication finder. Before I do that, I do want to share with you that we do have EBSCO Connect, and I did mention that I would get into this. If you are interested in learning more about Explora, more about Lexile ranges, more about any of the features of the resources that you subscribe to with EBSCO, you'll want to keep in mind our support site, EBSCO Connect. It's a very easy URL to remember. It's called EBSCO Connect, and the URL is connect.ebsco.com. It's going to bring you to this landing page, and this is open to the public, so you just have to enter that URL, connect.ebsco.com, and enter anything here to search. So if you're interested in learning more about Explora, you can just type Explora. click go or enter, and it's going to bring you to our knowledge base of resources on our Connect site. And it will give you access to articles, frequently asked questions, videos, the promotion kit. So anything you need on Connect is available at connect.ebsco.com relating to any of the resources you're subscribed to. So you can see here we've got a quick start guide. We have a promotion kit. We have a list of what databases are compatible with Explora. We even have a video here. So if you want to introduce this to your colleagues or students, you can share the link to this video about the new Explora interface. We even have a scavenger hunt that allows teachers or educators to utilize these activities that have been designed for Explora to help your students get accustomed to conducting research in our Explora interface. So very valuable here. We have a scavenger hunt for primary students. We also have one for secondary students there. All right, so that's the EBSCO Connect site. Let me go back to the homepage. You can enter anything here in the search box. You can also access product help to access our A to Z listing of all products. So if you are interested in Explora, it's listed here in the alphabetical listing. That's on the product help folder. You can also access our learning tab, which is EBSCO Academy, where you can watch a video on any of our resources, discover an e-learning path, or find instructor-led live courses or watch recordings. So there's lots of information on EBSCO Connect. In addition, we have access to our tools and resources. If you want to access all of our promotional materials, you can click the promotional materials link there, enter the product name, and since we're on the top of Explora, I'll type Explora, and that's going to deliver all of the promotional materials by resource type, bookmarks, email templates, handouts, logos, and so forth. Or you can scroll through the 25 resources available with just conducting that search. Okay, so some great resources once again on EBSCO Connect. Additionally, we have help. So if you need to contact support, if you want to view tutorials, if you want to access our platform roadmap for some features that we're continuing to build in these new interfaces. Remember, I mentioned that text to speech is coming with a new version of Explora. You can view the updates on our roadmap here under news. A link to the Academy site for instructor-led resources are available there as well. So lots of information on EBSCO Connect. Okay, so let me pause here and see if we have any questions. And with the last 10 minutes or so, I'm going to go dive into Publication Finder. I'm going to need to close out of Explora in order to do that. So if you can just bear with me. And we can always come back to Explora, no worries. I just needed to pull up the Select Services page again to dive into your version. So please bear with me for one moment there. I think I may have closed it out by accident. So let me dive back in. Okay, so now we're looking at the new Publication Finder. So this is another interface, but instead of being an article level interface to find articles related to the key words we enter in the search box. Publication Finder is a title level interface to look for specific journals or books. You can utilize Publication Finder. Okay, so we're taking a look at yours, and you see searching Publication Finder. So just if you don't remember anything, remember Publication Finder is primarily a title level resource, okay? Not article level, title level. So you can search for publications, and that's going to default to this tab, Publication, because it is Publication Finder. You can conduct a title level search. You can search by ISSN or ISBN. You can conduct a search for titles by author, by subject term, or by publisher. It defaults to title level. You can also search your keywords if it contains the keyword an exact match, begins with, a proximity search, or an exact phrase. The default, once again, is your keyword contains, so whatever you enter in this title level search in this case. There are some pre-filters. You can search for journals only, or books only, or all. So your presets are publication, by title, contains, and you're searching all. If you're only searching for journals, then you would pre-select that. Okay, so you can conduct a search by entering it in the search box. You can also utilize the A to Z listing. There is a primary A to Z and then a secondary. Okay, so this is the basic interface, your title level search. We can conduct a search for an article, for a journal, and I'm just going to enter library. Or actually, in this case, let's enter military. Let's see if we have any military resources. Once again, as you start typing, there will be some auto suggestions presented. Okay, and these are titles. Okay, but we'll go ahead and continue with my full term, and I'll go ahead and click the enter key to execute my search for titles, for journals, books that contain military. So I've conducted that. My search results are listed here. 303 contain military at the title level. Okay, and they're listed here, sorted by relevancy. Okay, so we're taking a look. Peer-reviewed journal called Disaster in Military Medicine. It tells you the full text access points. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is not an article level research. It's not going to deliver articles on military. It's delivering publications, and it's telling you where your full text access is coming from. And this information is loaded to your holdings management. So what you own it's being displayed here. So if you want to access this journal, Disaster in Military Medicine, you can access it through PubMed Central, which is open access. You can also access this through Springer Open. So it just gives you the different databases or collections that contain or that hold this journal. Okay? Any questions on that? Because that's like, I think, the biggest hang up with searching these interfaces. Some assume that you can conduct research within the publication finder, but you're just going to get to the title level. Okay. If you want to access any of these, you can go ahead and click, and we'll go ahead and click Springer Open, for instance. That's going to open it up in a new tab to this journal, Disaster in Military Medicine. Okay. All right, so let's go back. You do have some filter options. So we can expose the filter options. Remember, we're conducting searches for the title level journals, books that contain military. All right, so we'll expose our filters here by clicking the filter. And there are our filter options. So our list is still provided at the center of the page, but over to the left are our filter options. So we can limit to, excuse me, peer-reviewed journals. And you can see that there are only 8 out of the 303 in our search results. So if I click this tick box, it's going to update to only present the peer-reviewed journals, okay, within our original search results set. And there were only 8 of them. If I wanted to return to the larger search results, I'll go ahead and untick that search box. It's going to bring us back to the 303. Sorted by relevancy. Okay, we can also sort by title, but we'll stick with relevancy here. Actually, no, let me go back to title. All right, so now we're looking at the search results sorted by title. Excuse me. Additional filters, we have our subject terms. So if we're interested in military science or the history in America or medicine as a result to military or naval science or political science, we have our options and each present the hit counts, letting you know how many articles, excuse me, how many journals contain that term as it relates to this subject term, history in America. I'll click the history in America subject. So it's going to now present those articles. I'm sorry, those journals. Okay, and we can see these represented here. I'll exit back out of that. Additional filtering options, resources. There are 272 books, 27 journals, and 4 audiobooks. And our database filter is available here as well. So if I'm interested in accessing journals in my collection from Hobbies and Crafts or PubMed Central or EBSCO Open Access journals, I have my options here. Okay. Any questions here? Okay, so I'm going to go over to the next tab quickly. You've got your browse databases. Excuse me. So this, once again, is not an article level browsing feature. It is it gives you the ability to browse your collection by database packages. Okay, so you have all of your database packages represented here. So if you want to search the titles that are available within your core historical literature of agriculture collection, you can do so. If you want to conduct a search for the Frontiers Journal Series Open Access, you can do that. Okay, so you're looking at your collections, browsing options for your collections. We'll go ahead and open up JSTOR. And we are now searching your JSTOR collections. Okay, 339 titles are represented. And you can scroll through these titles. You also have the ability, once again, to filter. Okay, so we are taking a look you can limit by peer reviewed. Out of the JSTOR titles, 131 are peer reviewed. You also have your subject terms to limit to. And you can see that that database, JSTOR free early journal content, has been pre-selected as your database limiter because we selected the Browse Databases tab. You can also browse by subjects. Let me actually clear this. Click the Browse Subjects. And we can browse the collections by subjects, okay? So this may be Library of Congress subject terms or general subject terms. We can see all the titles or publications within these subject terms here. So for instance, if I'm interested in fine arts, I can see the 1,607 publications within that subject term fine arts. And now we're looking at those 1,500 or so publications within the fine arts subject terms, okay? In this case, sorted by title, but then we can actually, I don't think you have the ability to sort by relevancy once you've executed, so it doesn't give me the option there. All right, we can clear our filters. Go back to browsing subjects. We'll go back to browsing fine arts. And then access the additional filters. Okay. Any questions on Publication Finder? All right. Well, that does it for my overview. Let me go back to EBSCO Connect and share with you once again the ability to conduct a search. So if you want to learn more about Publication Finder, you just start typing, select Publication Finder from the suggestions, and it's going to bring you to our knowledge base of all articles, frequently asked questions, videos, tutorials on this interface. Okay, so here you can access the new Publication Finder. There's a video that you can view to reorient yourself with the features and functionality of Publication Finder. We have an article on searching. So it walks through the different search modes, browsing modes for Publication Finder. We have a tutorial. We have the additional option to learn about running reports on Publication Finder, how to customize it, frequently asked questions, and so forth. All available on Connect. All right, so with that, that brings us to the end of our session on Explora Primary on Publication Finder, the new version. I'll just go back to this slideshow, if you don't mind. I just want to remind you, since Explora is bright and shiny and new, I want to just drive home the reasons why you want to use Explora, why you want to recommend its use, is that because it offers that simple search experience, that intuitive search experience for your novice researchers, it provides relevant age-appropriate content, including all resource types, your articles, your essays, your videos, your primary source documents. It contains that intuitive search experience with easy to browse categories organized by popular topics. It provides that topic overview at the top of the page that gives that summary content to orient your novice researcher to the content before diving into their search results. And it is equipped with Lexile reading level indicators and COPA compliant personal accounts to organize their research. Coming soon to the new version of Explora will be all the features that we enjoyed in the older version. We will have text-to-speech shortly. We also will have LTI LMS integration. So if you utilize a learning management system like Blackboard or Canvas or Schoology, you'll be able to integrate Explora with your courses. And we will also have note-taking in the PDF and ebook viewers. Also that search within feature coming soon to PDF. All right, so thank you for your time and attention. I'm going to stop speaking now and we'll see if we have any last minute questions before we end the session.